We are in the building live right now with the one and only Mr. Red here at the Nucleus Hub. Papo.
What's up?
It's a pleasure, hermano. Double fisted.
Double fisted.
How you been, bro?
I've been good, busy. Holiday seasons are always hectic for everybody, but everything is great, bro.
That's awesome, man. Te tienen ahí running around.
Family's got me running around. Everything's good, bro. I wouldn't have it any other way, though.
There we go. Well, I just want to say appreciate you coming out here.
Thank you.
Spending your time with us, and I'm excited to get this rolling.
Let's do it. Let's roll.
So first question I have to ask, I'm sure you've heard it before. Are you born? Are you made? When it comes to you being who you are today, is that something you were born with, or is that something that you had to literally create along the way?
Oh, I mean, I was born who I was, but I had to create the character that I am today. Because if I am who I naturally am, dude, it wouldn't work, bro. I'm just too real. I'm too real. I don't deal with the fake shit, bro. So for me, it's a matter of I create my content, and if you like it, great. If you don't like it, que te vaya bien.
Así mismo.
¿Tú me entiendes? Like, I don't have, it isn't, I do what I do for the people to see how I think and the things that I laugh at. And if you want to laugh at what I laugh at and get down with it, thank you. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for supporting me. But if you don't, brother, you can keep watching what it is you're watching. You don't have to come to me and tell me que clase de mierda or whatever. I don't need that negative, bro. Go comment to somebody else, bro. I don't need to hear it. Like, I don't care about it. So, nah, bro, I was made into this. The city, the people molded me through the years to be who I am today. So I give it all to Miami, bro.
Love that, bro. Love that. So were you a muchacho ese that started off before a phone, Instagram, on a camcorder, recording yourself, doing funny stuff? Or?
Nah, bro, I'm very quiet, dude. I didn't like any of that.
So how'd you get into that?
I got into it as an accident. Yeah, I used to work at Baptist, bro, and it was a group of friends that I was hanging around with, and I started off like me making fun of them. And then from there, they started telling me like, yo, post that online. And I was like, are you crazy, guy? I have family and friends. Follow me. They're going to think I'm fucking crazy. What's wrong with you? And then, bro, some time went by, and I eventually did it. And it went well, bro. It went so well that here we are today. It started snowballing after that. So, yeah, man.
What was that first video?
Dude, it was rant videos. I would hang around with a bunch of cops and firefighters, and they were just talking about like their weekends and whatnot. And then I would make videos like pretending to be them and all the shit that guys talk about. And those were like the first initial videos. And then quickly I pivoted and I created the girl character, Yuri. And I did that because I couldn't find the female to do or say what I was asking her to do or say. Like when I was starting to do this, I was like, yo, anybody want to collaborate? I need female actresses or people who want to be, I need females. And nobody wanted to do or say what I was telling them to curse or just say simple things like fuck. They were like, oh my god, no, oh my god, fuck, oh my god, oh. And it's like, mijita, you go back there, mama, like, you eat ass, but you can't come over here and say F you. Like, what's wrong with you, bro? Like, and it was just that, dude. And that was like the frustration, the lack of not having a female was like, tú sabes qué, bro? Like, I'll do it. I can count on me. I don't have to deal with nobody's shit. I'll put on clips. I'll put on whatever. Y pa'l carajo.
Oye, hoy en día tú puedes hacer lo que tú quieras. So.
Bueno, nowadays it's more normalized, pero when I did it, it was a risk. ¿Tú me entiendes? There's a risk that went on with what I did.
There was a risk. Oye, but
even my family was like, ¿tú estás bien? I was like, no, I'm good. Trust me, I'm good, dog. It's just a character. Everything's all right.
Was it cuando tenías vestido la toallita?
Nah, bro. It was all. I never would put on a dress. I would only put on a dress if I had to like do a shot to show a dress. But for the most part, it was always just a bra, the clips, and the guy's underwear on the head. That's it.
Oh man, too funny. I remember back when what was this? Like 2016, 2017, 2017. That era was so different. There was so many people doing a lot of the skits.
Yeah.
Heavy. Especially you saw the people in California with they had what do they call them? The content houses?
The Viners, the 900 Viner, 611 Vine.
Exactly. So that came in so heavy. Were you in a place where, okay, I'm going to do this at a temporary time, and then you thought you were going to shift, or was like, I know this is my route?
Nah, dude, speaking of those guys, the people who inspired me were the Viners. But to be specific, it was King Batch,
okay,
Rudy Mancuso, Anwar, Daystorm, then the Hannah, Lele Ponces. They all those were pretty much the first clique. And bro, I saw what they were doing and I loved it. King Batch was doing stuff for the African American community, like it was very targeted towards that. And I loved what he was doing because he's a minority. I'm a minority. I'm Hispanic, so I was like, dude, I appreciate him because he gave me the template. he gave me the vision, and all I had to do was pivot it from that demo to my demo, and it was. Bro, it was a blessing. Like, straight up, it was a blessing. Like, I've enjoyed every single minute of it, creating the content. Sometimes it's been frustrating. The journey hasn't been easy, but I love what I do.
Love that. So, cogiste Morenito el Hispano.
Yeah, for real.
Sí
Like,
mismo.
he's super funny, dude, and I
He is.
still follow him to this day. I love everything that he does, bro. He's just, I relate myself a lot with him because his comedy feels so like he's not even trying. And that's what comedy should be like. Like, it should feel so natural. And so many people, I feel, exert themselves to get a laugh out, and that's just not funny.
Yeah. So where do you think the industry is going now? Have you seen a big shift from that time around 2017 to where it's at today with the skits or like even doing stand-up stuff? Like, what does
Nah,
that
bro,
look like?
I've just seen it get on steroids.
Yeah?
I haven't seen any pivot. If anything, I've seen more people now get ballsy to do
Okay.
it. So if anything, you have more people trying to get in.
Wow. So it's getting competitive then.
It's always been.
Really?
But yeah, it's always been. But there's always there's a big difference between the people who are just starting off and the people who have been in it for a while. The people who are just starting off, it's a facade for most of them, and they get hit with the realization of it about 3 months in. In the beginning, it starts off and everything's fun and games until it's not fun and games anymore.
Well, that's the thing. A lot of people, I'm going to go on stage or I'm going to do this, y reírme and be funny. I'm sure there's a lot of preparation.
There is. The first time I ever did stand-up, bro, my buddy Dom from Have Nots, he was like, yo, you want to try it? And I was like, bro, I got this in the back. He's like, I'll let you do 3 minutes. Bro, it was the worst 3 minutes of my life. For real, it was like the most embarrassing 3 minutes. I'm very happy that nobody in that crowd knew who I was. Because he invited me to a club in the Gables, and the club in the Gables, everybody there was tourists. So nobody was from Miami, thank God. Because those first 3 minutes that I ever did in 2017 that Dom put me out there, brother, for what, guy? I might as well have just done sign language up there.
What was the worst thing you said on there?
It's not about what the worst thing I said is. I wasn't prepared.
Yeah.
I wasn't prepared at all. That's the day I realized, yeah, you gotta go home right, and you have to have a plan when you come up here.
So where do you start when it comes to writing, creating the structure, the plan? Mama, there's probably a
Stories.
comedian or somebody out there
Bro,
listening.
for me, it's hard. There's very talented people out there. I know there's people in the game that can invent a story out of nothing. But for me,
Bueno, tienes AI ahora. You have ChatGPT.
no, but I know there's people out. I know there's people. They're the great people, bro. Like they write. They're great writers, bro, and
Yeah.
they're great storytellers. I'm at the point where I can't express a story unless I've lived it, went through it, and it's something that I physically I saw with my eyes. It's hard for me to tell a story if it's being invented. I feel like I am deceiving the people. I feel like I'm lying to them, and for me, it's hard to do that.
Well, I bet, man. And it's, again, not everybody has that talent to just inventar a story on the spot and think of something really good to say.
It's tough, bro. It's tough at times. Like I said earlier when I was talking, I forgot, what was her name?
Con Jamie.
With Jamie. So sorry, Jamie. I apologize if you see this later, Jamie. My bad. But I was talking with her. I forgot where I was going now. But with the track of stand-up comedy, bro, you have to put a lot of work into it, bro. It takes a lot of creative writing work. There's a lot of stressful hours. Like, for me, prepping for a show, dude, I have a show coming up now in about 2 weeks. Literally, I need to go into a cave for a week. I need to, fucking just type an abundance of shit, and then from there start trimming off the fat to get more or less the template. And then once you start the show, from there, you keep refining the template for the next show until you... By the third show is by the time that my show is finally boom.
Yeah.
You know, I would tell you that my best show is either going to be the second one or the third one, because the first one's always the feel. You're testing the material. You don't know how it's going to go over. You don't know where the highs and the lows are. So it's all about the feel. That's you taking it all in and then absorbing it and seeing what was good and what was bad.
That's good to know. That's really good advice.
Got to be aware.
Yeah. So for you, is being a creator or doing stand-up, what do you prefer? Which one's your favorite? Creator, really?
I don't not like stand-up. I don't dislike stand-up.
Okay.
It's just not what I want to be doing.
Okay.
The pressure that I feel, the anxiety that I get whenever I have a show, it's just I don't know, bro. It's it makes me uncomfortable and it makes me very uneasy. Straight up, I'm nervous every time going up to the show, but I guess that's a good feeling, right?
Are you nervous just talking about it right now? Or?
Nah. I've already gotten into it now. I already know I'll be nervous the day of.
Yeah.
But For the most part, dude, like I was telling you, this isn't what I wanted to be doing. This is something that COVID blessed me with this. This is a blessing in disguise. But ultimately, it wasn't like something 10 years ago that I was like, yo, that's what I want to be doing. It wasn't. It's not, and it still isn't.
So what did you think you were going to be doing?
Bro, by this time, I thought I'd be in some movies right now.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Like comedy movies?
Yeah, like I thought I would be acting, getting into movies, already have some screenwriting going on, be directing some films, but...
Is that still your goal?
Yeah, that's the goal. The goal is to film, write, direct, produce, edit, like do everything on the back end. If I have to get in front of the camera, I admire people like Peter Berg that direct and act in shit. Like that's what I would mind. I wouldn't mind doing that. I want to work with very talented people. I want to tell stories and help direct the stories. And then if we need an add-in or a support or fill-in, let me play that role real quick. I'll do it. Like that's how it all started for me. It was me filming videos of people, and then it was like, okay, I'll do it. You're not doing it right. Let me do it. And then I get in and do it, and then like that's how it all started. And then eventually it was like, yo, I gotta do it because nobody's gonna do it. Like I'm doing this, so let me just do it. And then it became me. And then yeah, that's what I've been doing for the past 6 years. But again, this is not what I envisioned. Yeah. This is not where I thought I'd be. I'm riding the wave, and I'm enjoying the days as they go. I'm working towards the bigger goal.
Is it harder to get into the movie scene and the show scene because you live in Miami and not maybe LA or Atlanta or one of these other places?
Nah, bro, I'm gonna tell you how it is.
Tell me how it is.
Everybody could tell you. Everybody could tell you, move to LA, go to New York, binga. It's all about who you know.
And who knows you, right?
Exactly. They can tell you, listen, talent, I'm not putting anything past talent. You're talented, you get the fucking key. But dude, for the most part, 95% of the job is who the fuck you know and who the fuck knows you. Straight up, dude. You don't know how many times I've been to places and Fulano is cousins with Mangano and Fulano went through the door and I'm sitting over here like, ¿qué es esto, bro?
Y puede ser un talento peor.
It is what it is, bro. Like straight up. It is what it is. Some people have to work harder than others.
Yeah, that's true. Very true. So for you, what do you feel like you need to do next? Like, is it hang around those people, be involved in those people so you can get that person that's going to know you? Or
Nah,
what do you
man,
think
what I
is?
need to do next is just keep creating content.
That's
it. Bro, content is king. Like, there's nothing that you need from anyone. Work as hard as you can. There's no amount of effort that you put out into the universe that will ever go unnoticed. Someone out there is going to notice what you're doing, and they're going to realize the talent that you have, bro. So hard work beats talent out every day, dog.
That is facts. And believe it or not, there's a lot of people who are watching your stuff, don't even follow, don't even engage, but they keep watching, and then one day they reach out.
Yeah.
It's
I've had
crazy.
so many people that are like, bro, for 2 years, dude, I follow you, bro, and now look, I'm doing this now. And it's like, I'm glad I motivated you to let you know you could do it.
Yeah.
Like, letting you know, like, you could do whatever the fuck you want to do.
What is Mr. Red working on right now? Is there a project that you're excited about, content?
Yeah, I'm working on a project now with a group of individuals that I am, like, putting together a team to start creating content. I got that project going on. Very excited with that project. I have another project now that we're filming. It's my first screen-written pilot that I wrote for a charter school. One of the owners of the charter schools that I'm working with. Great guy, Fernando. He put a script together. It's like a spin-off of Stranger Things, more or less. So
What's it called?
It's gonna be called Waterways.
Waterways. Okay.
Yeah. So, dude, I've been working on that. Very excited about that particular project. It's a lot of people are involved in the community, and it's something it's going to be the first of its kind. So it's the first project ever that's going to be co-written by the students, co-directed by the students, co-produced by the students, co-edited by the students, co-acted out by the students. Like, the students are doing...
shit.
Yeah. So we're working with professionals like myself and other people. Like, Bill Tech is one of the directors and producers of this, and he works with HBO. Pitt has an involvement with it.
Oh, that's very cool.
More of the story is like there's so many people involved with this that it's like, it's dope.
That sounds
It's dope. It's dope.
And it's going to be shot at the charter
It's
school.
going to be shot within Miami, Florida. And specifically, it has to do with schools, so it will be shot around this specific brand of schools.
Wow, that sounds really, really, really cool.
It's going to be a cool project with kids, hyper-focused in high school. So it's going to be like a high school kids show.
And where's it going to be distributed on?
We don't know that yet. So we're shooting the pilot now.
Gotcha. And then hopefully get into the hands of a
hopefully.
Netflix or Amazon.
From your mouth to God's ears. Well, no, his schools have partnerships with Telemundo. And
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's going to end up somewhere where I do not know.
English, Spanish, Spanglish?
Los dos.
Los dos.
Yeah, so
Wow.
the demo of the kids, like of the cast, it's not just Hispanic, it's not just Cuban kids. It's all Hispanic demographic. So you have Puerto Rican, Dominican, Venezuelan, Argentinian, Colombian. Like there's so many different ethnic backgrounds that we have involved, and they're all high school kids. So I feel like it's a great melting pot.
Yeah. Is this your first time working with kids, or you've worked?
This
with
is my
kids
first time in general, bro, working on a fucking production project. Like I told you, I've never had the luck or the blessing to get into acting. Like I'm still. The reason why I started doing social media was because every time I would go to an audition, every time I go, I would never get the part. So I started giving myself parts. I'm like, bro, what am I gonna do sitting around waiting for Carnival cruise lines to call me for an audition for Carnival? I'm like, let me just make a commercial right now, bro. And that's what I've done, bro. So for the past 7 years, I've just made 1 minute clips that if you look at them, they're all like a bunch of auditions.
They'll leave
I'm
you
playing,
on the floor laughing. I'm gonna tell you
yeah,
that.
I'm playing different characters, and that's literally like what I've done, bro. That's what it is.
Who are the
No,
who are-
people see it as me like eating shit and making fun of the Cuban people, but they're really me like auditioning.
There's an
dude.
art to the
Yeah.
what you do, man. Not everybody can do what you do,
Yeah.
and it inspires people.
Appreciate it.
And it drives entertainment.
Yeah,
So-
it does.
So, Badi, who are some of your favorite creators
Bro.
in Miami that you like collaborating with?
In Miami that I like collaborating with, bro. My boy, Luis Diaz, is number one. He's a guy that I work with on a daily basis. I just created a new crew of people, so I have to say, let me start off with Roby. Let me get to Leah, Lynette, the Ortiz family. Who else am I missing? Leah, dude, Ruben Rabaza. This guy was in Ant-Man, the movie Quantum. He's
Oh,
working
shit.
with us.
Oh shit!
So we have people that are like, they're fucking talented, bro.
Sick.
And I just put them together. I got everyone together, bro. I had like a
So
huddle.
you're like the project manager.
Bro, look at me, dude. Bro, if anybody looks back at this 10 years from now and this does pop, people are gonna look back and be like, bro, that motherfucker, that's the guy that fucking did that. He's the one that just put those people together and that happened. I'm creating like in living color, I don't know if I'm creating it or not, but I put together a cast, and to me, that's who they are.
It's not gonna be Mr. Rin, it's Director Red.
I guess we can call it that.
Dude, that's awesome, man. That's exciting to see that you got so many of these projects going on, and you got a family, you got all that. How do you manage your time, dude?
You gotta count. You gotta count the minutes in the day and make sure you're on your shit.
It's
It's
facts.
tough, bro. Managing the time is the hardest thing because you only get 24 hours in the day. You don't get that back, right? You can go to the park any other day you want, but that day that you only have 24 hours, and you gotta sleep, eat, work, and there's so many other responsibility things that you could do before you can enjoy that day.
Yeah.
But bro, I balance it by just being very disciplined with my timing and what I do with my day. Like there's certain things that I need to do for me. If not, I'll be stressed out, or I'll have anxiety, or I'll be frustrated with something. Like I need to go work out. Like I need to burn off energy, bro. If not, I'm gonna want to punch somebody, right? Like I need to eat right because if I need to eat right because if I eat bad, then I feel bad, and not only do I feel bad, but then I don't want to do shit. Like the food has so much. So, bro, it's a balance, dude.
Yeah.
It's a fucking balance.
So for you,
Have you seen Biodome?
No, I have not seen.
You've never seen the movie Biodome? It's an
No.
old movie like from the 90s, bro. This guy's in it, super fun. The two very famous funny guys, Pauly Shore's in it.
Okay.
Okay. Long story short, they create this dome, and this dome is supposed to be disconnected from Earth, and it's supposed to have its own terraforming. It creates oxygen, its own. Like if you lived in there and something happened outside, you'd be fine. ¿Tú me entiendes? So in that movie, it's all about homeostasis, all about the perfect balance inside of the dome, right? So when you ask me how do I do it, bro, it's all about just try to keep that perfect balance in the dome, dog. Make sure you got enough oxygen. Make sure you got enough. Make sure you got enough everything you need. And not every day is gonna be perfect, but if you can balance out those things, every day will feel like it has to feel.
Powerful right there.
That's how I get by, bro.
So for Mr. Red, besides content creation, what is most important to you?
Family,
What about it?
just spending time with them, as much time as I can with them. Because, like, to be honest with you, bro, like, I love people, but, like, my family's never going to harm me, or I don't have to worry about them. So if I could spend all my day with them, I would. I'm an introvert, bro. Like, I've talked about this on every other I don't like leaving my house. I only leave my house if I have to go hunt, feed, or kill. Like, straight up, bro. Like, that's the only time I leave my house. I don't care to do anything else besides go play golf and maybe fishing. That's it. But other than that, bro, family is, for me, the most important thing, because that is the other side of my balance. It's 50. I divide my life into 50%, bro. 50% is work, and the other 50% is family. But family takes 51%.
Powerful, powerful.
You know,
Powerful.
they get the majority shareholder.
As they should, as they should. Any other comedians in your family?
No, my dad. but not famous or anything. Just a comedian to me.
I love it. I love it. As we start wrapping up, I'm gonna. I always like to end it with a little burner round. But before we do, let people know where they can connect with you, find you, laugh.
Oh. You guys can find me on social media. On Instagram, it's Mr. Mr. Red. And on TikTok, it's Mr. Red Official, but all spelled out. Mister Red Official on TikTok. You guys can find me there. I got a show coming up December 22nd, December 23rd here at the Raw Improv. 2 shows each night. They're almost sold out, so
go out there, support.
Apúrate. But yeah, man, you guys can find me there. And if you guys don't have social media, you guys can find me on the streets of Miami. Maybe on Kendall.
Oh, maybe. Brother, you ready? Hot seat? Hot seat? Quick questions?
Let's do
Ron? All right. Question number 1. Besides your phone, what is your favorite prop when you are creating content?
Favorite prop?
Favorite prop? Anything.
The ear clips.
The ear. Yuri.
Let's do it.
Love it. Number 2, favorite spot in Miami?
My favorite spot to like eat.
Hang out, do anything.
Booyah.
Booyah. Okay. Number 3, what is your favorite Latin food?
Booyah and Falls. Latin food.
Oh, why Booyah Falls specifically?
Booyah and Falls, yeah. Favorite Latin food? Bro, I'm a sucker for Mexican food, dog.
Really? What's the best Mexican place here?
I mean, my favorite group of food is Mediterranean and Indian, but if you had to tell me like Hispanic food, I would say Mexican food.
Okay.
And tacos. I'm a tacos. My wife and I were taco suckers, bro.
Love it.
I could eat tacos all day, dog.
Which ones?
Bro, I don't give a fuck. If it's a taco, I'm eating it.
So después aquí, you're going to the taco
yeah,
place.
I literally told my wife, we ate a sandwich and we look at it, we're like tacos. I'm like, I'm going to try that. As soon as we get out of here, I'm going to go eat tacos right now.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, Mexican food, dog.
I love it. Mexican, like me, I love Mexican food too. Next one. If there's something that stands out to you in the Cuban culture that would represent something very important for you, what would that be?
In the Cuban culture, something that stands out that represents something to me.
Very
something
important.
that Cubans do, bro. In the Cuban culture, Cuban culture, I had a thing with this. So all Hispanic cultures, whether you believe it or not, they're very similar.
Facts.
Okay, very, very
Facts.
similar. Like I had this whole thing on sereno, like that doesn't even have an English translation, by the way. It's a Cuban mythical like disease that you catch. It's powered by the moon. All right, it's called sereno, but it apparently exists in every other country as well. Brazil, for real. I have people from Portuguese, Brazil, Spain. They just call it something completely different, right? Same thing, but completely different. Dude, the only thing that I can tell you that I can take away from the Cuban culture, from the Hispanic culture, is that we are family people. We're very close to one another. Like every weekend for us is family and friends. So that whole amistad, the whole of just being together, like that is what I would say I love about the people. Like I always want to be like with everyone.
Ahora no le diga un cubano que un puertorriqueño, le diga un puertorriqueño que es cubano, because eso se informa un relajo.
Beef. And it's like the Dominicans telling the Haitians, yeah, you gotta be careful.
That is true. Bro, last and final question. What has been your favorite thing and experience being here right now with the Nucleus Hub and the Museum of Graffiti so far?
Honestly, this podcast, dude, this show was pretty dope. Like, it was super cool. The setup here is super gangster. I was looking at the lights, the way you guys DP'd this setup. You guys nailed it. I like it. It's dope. My favorite thing about it, the fact that everybody walks by and I can't hear them, but they can hear me.
But it could be like that more often.
If only it could be that for real, bro. If only they sold like noise canceling, like eardrums.
We're gonna have to invent something.
So you just put them in and not have to listen to people's bullshit.
That's it. I'm gonna invent it and I'm gonna have Mr. Red rap it.
Speaking about inventions, I got an invention too. My wife and I thought about it the other day.
Yeah?
Look at that.
¿Qué pasó aquí?
Mira para allá,
yeah.
When you see French bulldog puppies, you can't do nothing but go, oh my God.
You got us distracted over here.
Look at that, bro.
Look at that.
That one right there, that one's adorable. What is that, cherry pie?
Oh, man. Oh, bring him in.
Look at this, bro.
Look at that.
I have a Frenchie, actually.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
Okay,
I do.
okay.
Oh, my good. Oh, I love the way they smell, dog. I just want to make out with you.
Yeah, that's a little girl.
They're
but
adorable.
that's not a little boy.
They're adorable, dog. Look at that Frenchie for the Nucleus right there.
For the
Look
Nucleus.
at
Nucleus
that.
Frenchie right
Look at
there.
that Frenchie in Miami, bro. That's adorable, dog. I love
Beautiful.
French bulldogs.
Beautiful.
It's my favorite dog. Take care, Frenchies. Oui, 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 oui.
I love
They
it.
speak French, but oui, 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 oui.
Hermano. It's been a pleasure.
Likewise.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate you for having me.
Guys, if you got value from this, if you're entertained, some laughs, also learned, please like, comment, and share this to the world. And please go support this man over here.
Yeah.
Where is it
appreciate
again
you
that
guys.
you're going to be standing up?
I'm going to be standing up at Doral Improv December 22nd, December 23rd.
I'll be there.
Yeah, for sure. I got you. Don't worry about it. Come through. But yeah, you guys can catch me out there. It's my next show. So I appreciate you guys. Anthony, thank you for having me. Thank you, Jamie. Appreciate you for speaking with me and spending your time with me.
Thank you guys. Till next time at the Nucleus Hub.
Cuídate.